Okay, so good evening, everyone. I hope you all are ready for an exciting session which GDG has brought today. So we are doing this campaign, Tech Winter Break campaign. Uh, this month of December, this winter season, we will be guiding you all on how to prepare for solution challenge, which will be in the month of January. Now, many of you here might not know what solution challenge is, but don't worry. This meeting is particularly for that reason, to make you understand what exactly solution challenge is. And so, yeah, prepare for a exciting session. Get your snacks, grab your snacks or whatever, and sit back, relax, and just listen to us. There will be a couple of speakers. We are also having participants from last year's solution challenge. So they will be sharing their experience as to what they did to participate in the solution challenge, so that in the future, in the month of January, you all can participate in this. So moving on, the very first question which you guys might have in your mind is, what exactly is solution challenge? A very googly definition for this thing would be that it's an annual global competition which is hosted by Google for developers and students every year. So this is a competition which is open to everyone, all the developers, all the students, all the members of Google developer groups on campuses around the globe. Whoever is interested in technologies, it's open. This is an open challenge for all of them. Last year, the main motive for this challenge was to develop innovative solutions for real world problems which were aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So for any hackathon as such, there will always be a problem statement given. So last year, the problem statement given was United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 such goals about which we will be speaking in the future very shortly. But yeah, the main motive of last year's solution challenge was to build innovative solutions for these things, present the ideas to Google experts, mentors, and then get back their feedback, get their feedback for your products. And once selected to a global level, to a global stage in this challenge, you all will be able to present your solutions or integrate your solutions with Google actual stuff which Google puts out to the market. So your product will have a chance to be put out to millions of people around the globe if your product is a very good thing, if you win the solution challenge as such. And let me tell you a little bit about 2024 solution challenge, because that was the very first time when UCEOU participated in the solution challenge. And as I already mentioned, the mission was to solve United Nations 17 sustainable development goals using Google technologies. So yeah, there are a lot of Google technologies, if you might know. There is Flutter, Firebase, a lot more technology. So using all those technologies, even the Gemini models and all the AI models, whatever it is, you can use those technologies to build solutions for these problem statements. And the benefits, it's pretty clear, right? It's a very big global solution challenge. It's a global thing. So the benefits also extend to a global level. And the very first thing is, obviously, if you showcase your project to experts, it will give you global recognition. It will help you network with people who might have the same interests as you who might see your product as a investable thing, and they might really mentor you, help you, and make your product even better, make your solution even better. So this is what you will get. You will get a platform where you can connect with people who share the same interests with you. And apart from that, the biggest, I would say, benefit would be career opportunities. Once you participate in this, right, you can forever put in your resume that you had participated in solution challenge, you went to the regional boot camp, you were able to connect with so and so people, and you developed on such a project. You can put it on your portfolio, and this will help you gain visibility for your internships and your job roles. So this is also a very big benefit, and I believe this benefit alone should be enough reason for you to participate in solution challenge. Now, how to participate and everything we will be discussing very shortly. Now, okay, it's fine. You all might have understood about what exactly solution challenge is, what exactly we are supposed to do and share. But then, what's the actual prize which we will get? What's happening if we actually participate in solution challenge? I mean, career thing, it happens, it's there. But then, what do we get? So this year they have announced a prize pool of 8 lakh rupees, which is humongous. And this on the screen is the prize pool of last year's solution challenge winners. So for the top 100, they received T-shirts, certificates, and mentorship from Google. It might not sound a lot, but then mentorship from Google is a big thing. There are a lot of experts who will guide you through your product. If you have a vision regarding any particular product as such, then having mentorship from Google experts is a big thing. And then for the final 10 teams who participated in the solution challenge and then have climbed their way up to the final top 10 globally, for them it was $10,000 per team members. That is 80,000 rupees, but this time the prize pool is 8 lakh rupees. So it's 10 times more than that. And they were given a feature on the Google developers blog. There is a very big blog where a lot of developers online globally, they connect through this blog. And if a potential recruiter, right, if they see your feature on this blog, they might reach out to you. So it's a very big thing to be featured on that blog. And then there is this thing called demo day where you are supposed to show your demo product, whether it is a software thing which you're presenting on your screen or whether it's a hardware thing which you have made. It's you are supposed to give a demo of that product to the audience, and it is live streamed throughout the globe. So that's a very big thing. If people see your product and they find interest in this, they might invest in your product if you are thinking in a business kind of a way. And yeah, you will obviously get swags and certificates, and then again mentorship with Google experts. And for the top three, there was $3,000 cash prize, which is again humongous thing. And we will be discussing the product about the product which the winners, last year's winners, had made. We will be discussing in the future slides. So now we will tell you what UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals are. This will be taken up by Akshita. So yeah, Akshita, if you're there.
Oh yeah. So before going on to telling you what all the sustainable goals are, I want you all to just listen to them. I'll be giving you a few examples on what kind of solutions you can work on so that you can brainstorm by the end of the session. And we'll be sending you a form in which you can post in your ideas. And if you're thinking what you're gonna get from this, you might also be getting 15 elite points for those ideas which we find very creative and which are very impactful. So coming to this, you can see on the screen right now we have a few here. So like we have no poverty, zero hunger, and we have good health and well-being, quality education. These are a few. So coming to this, like for no poverty, you can develop something like that brings different people from different sectors of the economy so that we can eradicate poverty from this. And for zero hunger, you can it's mainly to spread, give a hand for the needy, uh, build a community platform for distributing the surplus food from the events and all. Then good health and well-being, you can design a system where we can get all the low-cost things in one platform so that you don't have to go and search in everywhere. And quality education, it is needed everywhere, so you can use AI for that. You can like you can get in some ideas that you think will eradicate and sorry which you think can bring in knowledge for all the people, which can be an open platform for the needy. Can we go for the next slide, please? So you can see more here, like gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy. If you see all these, you can just realize that these aren't some big problems. These are all which you can see in your day-to-day life, and you can come up with some new ideas. So you don't have to really dig in your brains and do a lot of hard work. You can just look around yourself and you'll find a lot of ideas. We also have industry and innovation, infrastructure, reduce inequalities. It can be anywhere. We have sustainable cities and communication. This one could actually give you a lot of ideas. There's a huge scope for that. We have responsible consumption and production. We have climate action. Even you can even work on this because it has a huge area to work on. We have life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions, partnerships for the goals. These ideas, you can just find it everywhere. Like, ask someone who is into those fields. They can give you some suggestions. You can come up with some solution for those. It is pretty easy, I guess. Coming to the next one, Mustafa. Yeah. So for the evaluation criteria, coming to that, we'll be considering two things. That is the impact that your solution is making and the technology that you're using. Firstly, we'll be checking the problem statement that you've selected, and if your solution is really clear and if it is addressing a particular challenge in a right way. Those will be having a total of 10 points together, and then you'll be having feedback from users, testing and iteration, so that you know you have a lesser number of bugs, and it has a good efficiency. For that, you'll be having some 5 points. And then you have effectiveness and future steps. Not just we don't just see if you're using it for the present, but a solution would be more effective if it has some scope in the future, in the long run. So those points will be taken into consideration as well. It would be even better if your solution will be addressing a large group of audience as well. So for all these things, you'll be having a total of 10 points together. This is all about what impact your solution is making in the society. This will be considered. And going to the next technology part, we'll be checking your technical design, the architecture you use, the components, if you've used them responsibly and if they're clearly described. And we'll be checking if Google Technology Explained is appropriately used. For that, total you have a 10 points for this. And then we have more 10 points for the code development and testing, in which we'll be checking if the challenge and technical decisions are clearly explained. Is there guidance or running the code? Excuse me, just yeah. Next, we'll be also checking the scalability and demo. How well your solution is being working. If there are any minor struggle changes, or if you need any support, or if the users need any support, and we'll be checking the scale, for which you'll be having a 10 points. You even need a video demonstration, and we'll be checking the actual working of the application. And also going up to the next part, if you need more ideas for this, you can check the Global Goals app. But unfortunately, this is only compatible with Android and not the other devices. And for those, if you're using some other devices, you can check in the Sustainable Development Goals website of UN organization. And that website, you have all the solutions explained in detail. You even have a few examples out there, which will be helping you in building up the stuff. So yeah, that's it. Next, we can go for it. Spooty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's get into why it matters. So there are so many reasons why you should be doing this. First, tackling global problems. So we've briefly discussed the UN 17 Sustainable Development. It goes about hunger and education for all, and these are very important problems that need to be addressed. This gives you a platform to address these problems, so that's a plus point. Second is empowering innovation. Not only are you learning, but you're actually implementing. So this will be helpful for you to get real-world application and all. Third is career opportunities. This helps you create a portfolio and opens doors to mentorship for networking and recognition from industrial leaders. And remember, this is all about the journey. So you get a lot of skill development. So you get a lot of technical and problem solving and teamwork skills with hands-on experience and with using cutting edge technologies. So we briefly did a step-by-step guide on how you can participate. So let's get into it. So the first step is, this is a requirement. You have to join the Google Developers group on campus or UCEOU. UCEOU, sorry. This since you guys are all here, so I'm pretty sure you're in the club itself. So moving on to the next step, you need to form a group of 1 to 4 people, and at least one of those students have to be in the club. The third step is to select the goal that aligns with the personal interest or whatever passion you have. So like we briefly went over that 17 UN 17 goals. So of those things, you just have to select one goal. For this goal, the next step is to identify a solution. You want a structured approach to it. You want to understand the problem. You want to brainstorm. You want to prototype, and you have to test these ideas with users. The fifth step involves building your solution. So you want to use Google technologies like Firebase, Flutter, or Google Cloud to build your solution. And after you build your solution, you have to create a demo video. So this is it's a maximum 2-minute long video, and you have to demonstrate it. Coming into 7, 8, 9. So test your solution. You have to rigorously test it so it works in all use cases. And you want to iterate it, meaning you want to keep adding and keep developing. And when you're done making all your final touches, you have to just record and submit your solution. And that's how you participate. So moving on to the next speaker.
Okay, so last year my team got the privilege of actually participating in the Solutions Challenge. So I do want to brief you on my experience and how it was like. So our project, or what we have submitted as part of the Google Solutions Challenge 2024, was what we call Legalite, which is a legal system, an application that is used to help solve legal problems that people might have. So this application in specific is based on UN Goal 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. If we want to go into the deep of it, it's specifically 16.3, which is to promote justice, peaceful, and inclusive society. All right, so this application, specifically that we have built, is used to help ordinary citizens gain access to the legal system and help understand their legal system of their own country. And the specifics that we have included in our app include stuff like easy to understand resources. We've made a platform for both lawyers and clients so that not only can lawyers advertise themselves to citizens, but then citizens can go through the profiles of each lawyer and see what is best for them, what specific lawyer that they can choose. Because the legal system is very hard to navigate for a lot of people who don't know how to use it or who do not know the ins and outs. On top of that, we have included a chatbot made with Gemini API and have integrated that with Firebase for a messaging system so that you can stay in contact as a client with your lawyer and vice versa. Right. On top of that, the lawyer's side also has various organization tools for note keeping track of your cases and stuff like that, right? So this specific platform that we built, we've made it using Flutter, specifically on an Android Studio. And like I've said, we've used Firebase along with Firebase's Gemini API extension that you can get. So on to the next slide. So the specific for last year's Solutions Challenge, the winners were from Indonesia. They've developed a product called Wonder Reader. So Wonder Reader in specific is a Braille keyboard that helps visually impaired students answer questions and assignments given to them by the teacher. So they created this keyboard specifically using 3D printing that includes a keyboard PCB and ESP32, as well as a button for text-to-speech. So they've also integrated this with a mobile app that was made using Flutter and Android Compose. And they've used Google's text-to-speech API so that any questions that the teacher has uploaded onto this mobile application, the student can press a button on the keyboard and that question would be read out loud to them. And then likewise, they can answer that question using the Braille keyboard that they have. And they've also used Firebase as their database, which is Google's cloud storage or cloud database software, to basically store all the data and integrate all these the Braille keyboard along with the application. Going on to the next slide. Thank you. So as you can see here, the top picture is like the proper what they have made, which is the physical keyboard itself. The bottom one is the kind of like the prototype that they've showed as well, which is, and they've based their challenges on UN Goal 4, which is quality education, and UN Goal 10, which is reduced inequalities. There is a demo video if you guys search this up. It's just honestly really cool to actually look and see because they've gotten people who are visually impaired to test it out on their demo video. So if you want inspiration, 100% check it out. It is very much worth it. Going on to the next slide. Yeah. So how to exactly prepare for the solutions challenge? The first thing is to familiarize yourself with the UN 17 goals. Like Akshita mentioned, the best thing you can do is kind of look around your community, see the problems that you see people facing, whether it be in your own like circle or, as you go travel around. The best thing to do is familiarize yourself with these 17 goals, and then identify a problem statement, not only that is has a large impact to society, but something that interests you as well. Because if you're interested in it, you will have more dedication to work on it. The second thing is to build a strong team. So the maximum people you can have in a team is 4. And thus, because you can have 4 people, you want to include people from all technical backgrounds. Someone probably who's good at coding, maybe someone who's good at presentations, someone who's good at, UI interfaces or with AI, MLs, anything like that. So you want to have a very distributed domain across your team. The third one is learning key technologies. So Google offers a variety of resources that includes, they have Flutter, they have Firebase, they have Gemini, even their APIs with stuff like Google Maps, learning that text-to-speech APIs as well. It's best to familiarize yourself with all that. And on top of that, Google is the good thing that Google does is that they have documentation for almost everything, all their products that you can use. And the documentation is very user-friendly. 100% you guys should go through the documentation. It helps a lot. All right. And finally is to join the GDG Creators Lab. So as you guys know, we have recently launched our GDG Creators Lab, where we teach web development and cybersecurity. And for certain, the skills that you learn from our Creators Lab will very much help you in the technology, in these Google technologies. On top of that, it would also introduce you to the competitive atmosphere that is the Google Solution Challenge. Going on to the next slide.
Yeah, so I'll take up from here. The thing is, Google has not yet released the entire timeline for the solution challenge because this is such a global event happening. It takes time to plan out everything. And then Google this year has decided to collaborate with Hack to Skill team and making it an even bigger event this time. As I mentioned already, they are going to have 8 lakh rupees of prize pool. So it's going to be a very big event happening. And this is not going to happen over a period of a month or 2. This is going to be going on for almost half the year. Last year, it went on till June or May, I think. And this year as well, it might extend until that time because there are a lot of rounds which you guys need to clear. There will be idea submission round, face evaluation rounds and stuff. So all these things will happen throughout, starting from January till May. And the first date given here, the 6th of January, is a confirmed date. So the official interest forms will be released by Google on 6th of January. As and when these are released, I will be sharing this out to the community. And the other steps of this timeline will be intimated to the participants within due time, like maybe within a couple of weeks or so, they will release all the official timelines for this. But yeah, if you feel like your exams are colliding with these dates or anything like that, don't worry because it's not going to be concentrated over a week or 2. It is going to be happening for a month or 2. You guys will get enough time to prepare for your exams and then prepare for this as well. So that is this thing. And then let me tell you why did Google decided to name this campaign Tech Winter Break campaign. The thing is, during winters, right, people, they tend to become lazy and they just start not paying enough attention to these kind of technological stuff. But Google just thought, okay, let's make a campaign dedicated to tech winter and let them study this stuff. The basic idea behind this thing is to make you develop your skills. Maybe you guys are proficient with already, you guys might already know enough skills, but then just, polish those skills. And if you do not know, then this is the best time to start learning because you guys have enough time starting today to be able to participate in solution challenge. So you guys, in a way, have a head start to this. So the very first thing is to develop your skills. Develop your skills in any of these technologies mentioned over here. Firebase, Flutter, Google Cloud, TensorFlow, because all of these technologies will be used in your project in some way or the other. And then machine learning nowadays is a big thing. So you guys should be familiar with TensorFlow if you wish to integrate machine learning into your projects. And the most important thing about solution challenge is the collaborative projects. So you need to work with your peers. You need to work in a team. So it's better to register with a team of 4 than to register alone. So try to speak with people around you. Try to ask your friends about this thing. Try to entertain them with this idea of participating in solution challenge, because coming up with a team project is much better than going individually to this race. And then obviously, finally, the GDG's Creators Lab. Even if you do not have any skills, or if you feel you are very less confident with the skills you have, or you feel your exams are very near and you cannot focus on skills right now, do not worry. There is this thing which we have launched recently for those students specifically, and it's the GDG's Creators Lab. I believe a lot of you already here have already participated in GDG's Creators Lab. Just raise your hands if you have participated in this already. Cool, yeah. So there are a lot of people, and I know a lot of them are shy to raise their hands as well, but it's fine. Yeah, so we got a few people over here already, and let me tell you guys, you guys did a very good thing by joining this, because we have got huge plans for this Creators Lab. This is a 6-week course, which I probably have already mentioned in the WhatsApp messages. So yeah, if you guys do not feel confident enough to develop your skills in this 1 week or 2 weeks, do not worry. Wait till February 3rd till your exams are done. And then we'll start this Creators Lab, and then you will be able to learn these technologies and participate in other hackathons, or maybe participate in a solution challenge in the next year. Moving on, let me give you an overview of the benefits once again. Obviously, I've mentioned the cash benefits multiple times. That should be enough motivation to just participate, give your ideas, submit your ideas, try your luck for this solution challenge. But then let me go through some of the benefits in a technological kind of a way. So the best thing is that you will be able to master Google's technologies. You will have a reason to learn the technologies. If you start building a project, right, at every point of your project, at every step, you need to learn something new. And this solution challenge, this competition will push you to learn something new at every stage. And then such global solution challenge kind of thing will not happen regularly. And even if they might happen every year, this year is the best chance to participate. You will be getting guidance from previous participants from UCEOU. You will be getting guidance from seniors, and there is a huge number of students who are interested to participate in Solution Challenge. You will be interacting with a lot of students from different colleges as well. So it's going to be a really interesting challenge, interesting 6 months of 2025 if you participate in this. And then, yeah, definitely you will be getting huge opportunity to collaborate with developers, connect with industry experts. You can get mentorship from them. They will guide you through your projects and stuff. And once you start developing a project, right, you will get aligned with the idea, with the goals which you have selected. And that alignment might help you think in a business way. And maybe someday you might start building on the product too much, and a lot of huge companies start investing. So yeah, you got to think big and participate in this. Apart from this, you can just read all the other examples given. I would like to emphasize on the last point. Once you participate on behalf of Osmania University, right, you will have a major impact in the college. You will not only be recognized by GDG, but you will be recognized by professors, by principal, and everyone in the college if you really reach to that level of global stage. So it's a really good chance for you to make an impact in the college, set an example in the college. So considering all these benefits, considering the cash benefits, I expect a lot of students will participate in the solution challenge, or at least show interest. Now, before we end this session, I would like to iterate over this GDG Creators Lab once again for those students who did not participate yet. It's going to be a hands-on learning workshops kind of a thing, wherein we will be teaching you all front-end development and cybersecurity. There will be an emphasis given on real-world projects, and weekly challenges will be there. And there will be mentorship from industry experts. So we will be calling in industry experts. The faculty from Department of CSE will be helping you all. So there will be proper mentorship given. And let me give you some reasons as to why you should join this. There is a 10,000 rupees cash prize, which is given for the participants if you win the competitions which we conduct weekly. And never have OU ever given such a huge cash prize before, any club in OU. So this is a unique point which GDG is doing in Osmania University. And then obviously you will be getting certificates from Google, which you can show on your resumes and stuff. And you can see around right how many people have already participated and how many did not. If you have participated, then you already have a competitive edge. But if you did not participate yet, do not worry. The registrations are still open. I will show you the QR code at the end. You can participate today as well. That's and it's open to all the years: first year, second years, third years, fourth years, or whatever. And then because we already have more than 100 students participate in this, there will definitely be a collaborative environment. Imagine how many new people, new like-minded people you will be meeting during the workshops. So it's going to help you build yourself to engage with people, to learn how to network with people. It's going to be really big thing, which is going to happen in the month of February and March. So yeah, here are two QR codes. The one on the left is for the GDG Creators Lab, which I have just spoken about. And the one on the right is the interest form for solution challenge. So today, if you feel after this presentation, oh, the solution challenge seems good, then go ahead, scan the QR code, fill in your details. There will be a link at the end. Join the WhatsApp group. All the details about solution challenge will be given over there. So I expect we have around 40 people in this meet. So I expect at least half of them will fill the form, will show interest in this. And by the end of the day, I have 20 people joining the WhatsApp group, which we have created specifically for Solution Challenge. So that is all from our side. If you guys have any questions, the chat box is open. Feel free to ask any questions. You can unmute yourself and ask. You can raise your hands and ask. Or you can message me on WhatsApp. I'm always available. I'll keep the slide open. If you guys have any doubts, just raise your hands or put it in the chat box. I will be reading them now. If not, we can end the meeting. I'll wait for 2 minutes so that you can think of some ideas, some questions, or maybe while we were explaining you the development goals, maybe you have got some idea in your mind you want to share or something. I think you all are busy filling the form, huh? So yeah, I believe you guys do not have any doubts, and probably the reason is because the speakers were so good in explaining the points, and it was a good session we had over here. We wanted to keep it very short because we are aware of the exams, which not only first years, but then second, third years, and fourth years are also having. So we wanted to keep it very short and to the point, which we successfully did. It was just 30 minutes long. That is what I was aiming initially. So I'm happy about that. And you guys can reach out to any of the GDG core team members at any time of the day. We will be always available with any queries, any questions. It will definitely be more fun than the GenAI study jam. You want the registration link? Okay, you can scan this QR code. If not, let me send the form. Give me a minute. I'll search the form and send you. Yeah, so there should not be any tension considering you guys will be having exams. It might collide with your exams because I am very aware of exams. I keep an eye on the almanac always. And even the Creators Lab was designed in such a way that we do not collide with the exam schedule of our juniors. So don't worry about exams being with the solution challenge thing, because we will not let that happen. I've shared the form in the messages, Google Meet, so you can see over there. I've pinned it. Fill the form. It's just an unofficial form, which is there for the team to know how many students are interested, because in the future we will be forming teams. We will tell you to submit your ideas, and based on your ideas, we'll see how many people are having the similar ideas and stuff. And we'll try to form teams, try to make some arrangements so that you can meet more often in the college and work on your project or something. So yeah, that is the link over there. You can inform your friends who did not join the meet today. But I think now I am just extending the meet, huh? So if there are no more doubts, we can close the meet. If there are anything, I'll wait for a minute or so and then we can wrap it up. Okay, cool. So that's all from our side today. We will all be meeting. You guys will be meeting the GDG team once again offline after the exams, and we'll see you then. That's all from our side. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you.